Hey guys, Jamie here, keeping it koi. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. So today I've had a few deliveries, so we'll go through those. Main reason for today is I need to get some cleaning done. I've had quite a few people ask me what my routine is on the old drum, so we're going to have a look at that today. Yeah, the fish are doing really well, other than the fact there are a few, just a few flukes in the pond. So the pond's a bit cloudy at the minute because they've got a fluke treatment in. And I'm trying something different. Normally I'm a sucker for LearnX Pro. That normally does the trick for me, but money's been a bit tight, especially after spending all that money at Cuttlebrook the other week. Yeah, I've gone back to an oldie but goldie, shall we say. I'll show you. Flukasol. It comes in a liquid form, the old Flukasol. So real easy to use. Give the bottle a damn good shake, make sure you get all the sediment. I can't tip it upside down because they do leak a little bit, because the lids are not fully done up for some reason when posting. Yeah, give it a damn good shake up, make sure all the sediment is mixed in. It says on there, pour it into a bucket or watering can of water and spread it evenly around the pond. You know me, just chuck it in. So measured out the amount I needed and chucked it in. Now, the reason I've gone back to an oldie but goldie, as I say, I've been a bit short of funds over the last few weeks. But yeah, the reason I've gone back to Flukasol is I managed to find a deal online, 14 quid a bottle. In fact, I'll get it one more time. 14 quid a bottle, and the reason why to me that is such a good deal, 18,200 litres. Each one of those bottles treats. So I picked up 3 bottles. 3 bottles of that is still cheaper than 1 bottle of LearnX Pro. So done a full dose today, got half a dose tomorrow. I'm going to treat it exactly the same as I do with LearnX Pro. Full dose today, half a dose tomorrow, half a dose the following day. And that's how I do my LearnX Pro. Obviously measure it out for your own ponds. And again, seek advice if you're going to try that. A few dealers have said to do that, and it's also something we've picked up recently from a koi doctor off one of Ricky's videos, and it's since worked for me, so that's what I've been doing. But yeah, the 3 bottles gives me that 2 full doses over this 3 days, and also gives me 2 full doses over the next 3 days at 12,000 litres. My pond, you know, 18 and 18 is 36, plus another 18 is 54, so 54,000 litres worth. So if you times my pond by 4, which is the full 4 doses, 12, 24, 48. So it actually gives me 4 full doses for £42. You know, 42 quid for 3 bottles, bargain. So yeah, that's what I'm trying. Oldie but goldie. So sorry for me waffling, but yeah, we'll give it a go, and I will let you know how it works and see if it eradicates the flukes. The fish have been flashing a fair bit since I've put it in, so it's doing something. Another thing that's finally been delivered, been waiting for this for a little while, and I've been looking for a new one because my old one has broke, but it's a scrubby brush. Now, I've bought this for 2 reasons. I was searching ages, but yeah, searching for ages for one that to scrub the window, but not only to scrub the window, to be able to get inside the drum. So I'm hoping that it's stiff brushed. I'm hoping that's thin enough to get inside the drum. It looks like it will be, but I won't know till we go and try it. But first off, it's just been delivered. The window's a mess. Let's clean the window. So as you can see, the window needs a damn good scrub, so I'm going to squeeze past you and see how this brush does. Look at that, works an absolute treat. What I'll do, guys, I'll put the link. I think I've bought this on eBay, but I'll put the link to this if I think it's any good, especially for those that own a drum. It seems to be doing the trick. Look at the green coming off there. Yeah, it's extendable, and the head unclips as well, so easy to pack away. And the bristles are just the right amount of stiffness just to get into all the nooks and crannies of the window. That's good. Right, so I'm going to leave you guys here, and I will snap back to you when it's done. And there we go, one clean sparkly window. Yeah, I really like that brush. It wasn't very expensive either, about £7 or £8 I think. But yeah, got a good head, follows obviously the window, stays flat as you're putting pressure on it, so I like that. It extends, and as I say, it's got a quick release button to take the head off, so that's a bonus. Another reason as well, I forgot to mention, another reason that I'm trialling Flukasol again. I used to use it years ago, many years ago, but obviously most fluke treatments are a powder, and powders and drums don't mix. Flukasol's a liquid, Flukasol and drum, fine. So yeah, thought I'd give it a go. Got my UV off, so that's all good. So it's gonna lose a bit of the clarity in the pond, but what can you do? Mowed the lawn today as well. Loads of odd jobs been done around the garden. But yeah, I'll shift that back out of the way, and we'll get in there and have a look at the drum. Now, I'm really sorry guys, I don't know how good of a video I'm going to be able to get down today. As you can probably hear, it's quite breezy out here today. The filter house doors are swinging a good one, but the wind just blew my tripod over. And sorry for the scuffling, I've got it in the other end. There we go. Huh. Yeah, the wind blew my tripod over, and the phone holder bit that sits on the top is a bit snapted. So I can't hold my phone on there, I need to get a new one. Bugger. Now I've got my mini tripod, but I don't know where I'm going to be able to put that in there so you'll be able to see it, because it doesn't stand high enough above the drum. But I will see what I can do. Just go in to get me selfie stick and tripod universal dude. I don't know if you can see it. Bottom folds out into a mini tripod. But yeah, just go in to get that. The bloody drum cleans, so missed it. But I'll do a manual clean anyway, so you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, let me get the lid off, because I'm not going to just leave this one standing around. This one will definitely blow over. Lucky my phone didn't smash. But yeah, we show the good and the bad over here. But yeah, give me a second, I'll get the lid off and we'll have a look. So here we are inside the drum. As you can see, it's still working an absolute treat. Those of you that probably remember way back when I was setting this up, I couldn't get any air or enough air coming out of one of these lines. I think it was that one. Most of the air was coming up here and that side wasn't boiling. So what I did, the airline that's at the bottom down there, I cut, put a tiny little airline ball valve in it, and just tweaked it enough so they both run exactly the same, which to this day hasn't faulted once. So Oase, I think you should make that part of your kit, so other people don't have that problem. But anyway, as you can see, it's pretty clean on this side, but then I did do a deep clean about a month and a half ago, just as we were coming into spring, supposedly, although it was a bit late. But the only dirty side, or the only dirt we generally get, is this side. As you can see, get a bit of build up down there, bits and bobs. Always get a build up there, and quite often, not that I'll be able to see it, but I might be able to get you guys to see it, quite often get a few bits and bobs down there. And then you get the usual crud around your pipe there, and quite often, to take the Oase drum screens out, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it as well, but you need to get your drum all lined up, so you want it roughly about there, and you have to get wet hands unfortunately, but unclip that, you've got a little handle here, push it in, lift it up slightly to unclip the bottom section, and then fiddle about with it and take it out. So one of the main reasons I went for an Oase drum is how easy it is to get these screens out and clean them. So now that's out, and spin that round. That is going to be now letting a bit of muck through, but it'll get caught later. All the way around. And yeah, just wanted to have a look at this as well and see how dirty that is. That's the bit that gets the most dirty. There's a twig there. How on earth has that got in there? What's the size of that? That certainly weren't going down the waste chute, so I'm going to throw that in the garden for now, get rid of that. But yeah, you can see here you get quite a bit of build up on the edge and whatnot, so flick what I can down the chute, ready to end up in the waste bucket, and then let me go and grab my new brush and we'll see if it fits. I'll snap back to you in a bizzle. Yeah, so I've got my brush and that fits in this bit. In fact, let me reduce the angle, hold on. There we go, I was bashing it on the ceiling and you don't want to be doing that. So yeah, it fits in this side, that's good. And then give it a good scrub. That's it, splashing my phone. This was going to be so easy, I was going to stick you guys on a tripod and get all this done, and now, bloody thing, trying to do it all one-handed now. Give everything a good. So, as you can see, I am dipping it back in the dirty side because I don't want to mucky up the clean side. But all we basically do, I do this about every 2 months, just to make sure. Actually, I've just seen there's another stick in there. That blooming sticks. It's that time of year, isn't it? How the hell they get past my net, I don't know. Sorry for the shoddy camera work. As I say, this was going to be nice and easy. You guys on a tripod and me doing what I got to do, but I can't watch my phone screen and watch what I'm doing at the same blooming time. So right, that's 10 times better than it was. Not perfect, but I can't get it perfect while I'm holding the phone. Not filming me doing anything anyway. But yeah, I just basically run around all the clean side first, nice and quick. Make sure everything's all tickety-boo. Obviously, it's going to be doing is flushing it all back into the. Let me brush it out. Flushing it all back into the pond and whatnot, but that's a little bit annoying, Oase, as well. Although obviously I know my filter's all plumb and level, but that's all washed off, and that's not for me scrubbing it, that has washed itself off. So maybe look at getting better stickers that don't wash off, because if I ever move I can still see the max line but there's no min line. Let's see if I can hold the K1 out of the way a second. Not for long, but yeah. And yeah, that's rather annoying, that. There's a little bit under there as well. It's only biofilm, but just give it a good old scrub. One thing I have noticed though is, like a lot of people have been saying lately, the Aquasource pond balls that you can get, I haven't put any in here since last summer and they're still floating about. I don't know if you guys have seen any, but one just went round then. I don't know if you guys caught it, but yeah, it's still in here, so obviously don't dissolve like they should. But anyway, that's what I do for the clean side. I would show you how I clean the screens, but I've already done that quite recently. But all we do is we take this screen, give it a squirt with the old Aquasource drum screen cleaner, give it a couple of squirts with that, let it soak for a while, a quick scrub with I use a nail brush to clean your nails, quick scrub with that, give it a jet wash with the hose and pop it back in, jobs are good. But yeah, that's that bit done. So I'll pop this back. I'm gonna have to put you guys down, and then I'm gonna see. Doesn't look like it will fit, but I'm gonna see if my brush fits in the dirty side. No, unfortunately not. It just won't go in. So that will have to go back to the old crappy little one that's half broken that I've got. But again, all I do is pretty much exactly the same as I've just done around the rest of the filter. Give everything just a quick scrub, once it's all had a quick scrub, put the lid back on, let the drum clean and see how it looks. If I've still got lots of crud like this floating on the top, then all I basically do is turn everything off for a second, give it a quick purge, fill it back up, and jobs are good. But to be honest, all that crud around there, as long as you get that moving out of this gap and get it back over that side, and the same with a bit that I mean, what a silly place to put that. It's half in the water and half out the water, so if anything comes up that floats that side, it just gets stuck on it until it sinks. Food, if it gets sucked in, leaves, any floating poop, you know, what a silly place to put that. Either in the water or out the water. Would have been ideal, but yeah, it's half in, half out, so anything the other side gets trapped. But yeah, that's what I would do. I'm not going to bother doing it right now. What I was saying is, yeah, all the floating stuff, as every time this cleans, it quickly sucks some more through there. But I will get my little scrubby brush and just give it all a damn good scrub. I'll snap back to you in a second. And there we go, guys, everything's all been scrubbed right down to the very bottom. So you can see in there now it's an awful lot cleaner than it was 5 minutes ago. All the crud that was stuck around that pipe and whatnot's all gone. I've ran the drum, give it a clean, because while you're be careful while you're scrubbing that, obviously all the dirt is getting stuck in the mesh. This side drops very quickly while you're cleaning, so just bear that in mind, and get ready to whack the lid back on so it can do a clean. Alternatively, unscrew that, pop that on there, that's your sensor, and if you just unscrew it from the lid, sit it on there, your drum will clean whilst open. The downside is it can clean then while you're cleaning it, and you can get very wet. But yeah, there was always that option. But yeah, normally, as I said, what I would do once I've done all that is purge the drain, empty the drum, close the bottom drain and the skimmer, then empty that. So close them, empty that, let that drain out, and then only open that. The skimmer generally doesn't need a purge, but open the bottom drain, and that will then purge the bottom drain waste into there as well. That, by draining it, gets rid of all the floating crud, because that ends up in there, in the mesh, and then it'll get flushed out when it does its clean. So yeah, they are absolutely fantastic bits of kit, but the reason I went for Oase is because everything is just plug and play. You know, if something was to go wrong, unscrew it, put on the new one, plug it back in, jobs are good. Give me a saw, a drill and a hammer, I'll make you anything. Tell me how to fix anything that's motorised or electrical, not a bloody Scooby-Doo. But yeah, so that's my routine on the drum. As I say, I would have purged it today, but unfortunately, let me spin you around over here, the drain line that I used to purge it, that Oase 2-inch there, is stuck under all those bags of soil, sand, cement and the cement mixer, and I really can't be to move all them right this second, just to show you guys what an Oase drum looks like when it drops. So yeah, I will show you that later on in the summer when it's a bit warmer and when I need to do it next time, which is another couple of months away now. But yeah, I haven't got very much further with the old pond build. As you saw in the last video, the base is down, it's set really well. Let's get in and have a look. Ooh. Because of all the wind, rain and everything we've been having over the last couple of days, it looks a bit of a mess at the minute, but quick sweep, hoover, mop and all that, and we'll be good to go again. Let me spin you around and show you. Yeah, base is looking good, and I got the top off that. Now that isn't all cement on there, look, it's just a bit of water. There you go, look, it's just all the muck and rain that we've had over the last few days. But the drain is holding water, so that's a good sign, and it's not leaking
at all. And yeah, all the bits of walls and mud's obviously eroded. I mean, you can see big chunks that are missing where it's just dropped in, because we did have a hell of a lot of rain, and the roof obviously slopes backwards, so water runs behind that, drips down the back of there, and basically drips all along there. So a few collapses. We even had a bit falling down there. Obviously loads of leaves and stuff in here, but yeah, quite pleased with the height. Obviously one block that way is the same as 2 blocks the other way, and that is pretty much spot on. Look at that, look. Just to the soil level, obviously, with a bit of mortar in between them. That should hopefully be then to the level of the path, because the soil level, as you can see, is a good inch and a half lower than the path, so we should be about spot on there. That you won't be able to see the blocks, and all you'll see is the bricks, and they are quite nice looking bricks. These are just old dirty manky ones that I actually had before I picked up them, but they are all the same type. They've got one smooth side and one rough textured side. So yeah, again, apologies for all my waffling today, but yeah, quite a few people have asked me what my maintenance routine is on the old drum, and I've been asked a couple of times, are they really easy to look after? Yeah, pretty much. What you've seen me do just now, I do every couple of months. It's just that waste chute. You get quite a lot of crud, and all the crud you saw floating in the dirty side, if I hadn't fed them and the wind stopped and nothing fell in the pond, it would be gone in the morning. So it's not that bit you need to really worry about, because as I say, as leaves and things start to sink and whatnot, they straight into the mesh, and then end up coming out obviously with the jets. But yeah, on that waste chute, obviously bits get stuck around the edges, and that's then what causes big piles of poop to build up. So it's just a case of every couple of months, take one of the screens out, spin it round, have a look. If you've got a bit of a build up, give it a scrub. But yeah, I've got a nice clean window again now. Garden's as tidy as I'm going to get it for now while I'm in the middle of a building site. But as soon as these massive I mean, I've obviously got a lovely sunny day today, but I have been at work most of the day. But yeah, as soon as we get a nice sunny week, and I've got a day off or two during that week, we'll start getting some of these where am I? There, these blocks in, and get it built. That's all I can tell you for today. The fish are, although they're in fluke treatment at the moment, they are all looking uber fantastic. Still want feeding, even though they're in a bath of Flukasol. Although they do look a lot happier since I've put that Flukasol in. I mean, as I say, I wasn't riddled with flukes, but there was, I think I found the Soragoi. He had 2 on him on a scrape, and there was another one that also had 2 on him. I think it was the Kahaku, not that one. I think he had 2 on him as well. But yeah, so they're looking really good though. There is actually another little Kahaku in here at the minute that there he is, that one there. See him? Little one. He's not a new purchase. He was one of the ones that was in that net. But I noticed the other day he was swimming across that side of the net at the same time the Jinrin Bekko. They both swam literally side by side across that side of the net, and I noticed that the Kahaku that was in the net is now bigger than the well, longer at least than the that one. So yeah, put him in there, and he's loving life. Loads more room than what's in that net. But, they're all doing well though. There is another one in there that's almost big enough to go in the pond, the white one just down there. It's, yeah,
we'll wait another couple of weeks till it warms up, and then he can go in as well. And over here, the fry, it's a bit windy, so hopefully the cover won't blow off, but the fry are doing uber fantastic as well. The new ones from Peterborough have all settled in really well. These guys are now eating like bilio, because although it's quite windy out today, so I'm feeling a bit cold, these guys are covered, and I don't know if you can see that over there. 18 degrees. Again, the heater's still not plugged in and it's only set to 14, but the pond itself is at 18 degrees, which is why they are eating like bilio. So yeah, doing really well. And I've got something to tell you about these, but you won't really be able to see it until I start bowling them up. But remember way back when I had my spawning, I thought they all looked like Karashigoys and Chagoys, so I assumed it was one of my chags that had spawned, or at least male side of things. They're all metallic. Even the ones that I thought were Chagoys and Karashigoys, the ones with the linear scales down the middle of them, being linear scaled, obviously, I mean, I've got one of the most beautiful linear scaled fish there are, so why I should have assumed they were hers. But yeah, they're all metallic, so again, still don't know who the dad is, but yeah, as they're now growing, you know, you can see them a bit better, and if she comes by the window, I'm sure most of you would have seen her by now, but oh, here she comes. Mrs. Benny Kikikuru down there, and look at that for a linear scale down the side of her. Beautiful big mirror scales on, and it's both sides perfectly. There you go. There's the other side, perfectly symmetrical. The perfect line down the side. Now that's quite rare. Quite often you get one good line and one wonky line, or a few scales missing out of the line, but to have two perfect lines on a fish like that, it's in the genes obviously, and that's why I've ended up with a shed load of linear fry in there. But yeah, they're all metallic, so I'm expecting a couple of them have started developing some colour. Most of them are still sort of pale beiges, whites, which is why I thought Karashigoys. But yeah, no, they're developing colour now, so watch this space. Might have some Benikikukus going up for sale either later this year or next season, I suppose, depending on if I keep any back or not. But yeah, I have actually got somebody on Friday coming to visit the pond to see if there's any in that net that they would like to purchase, or the ones that I'm moving on in the main pond. So yeah, we'll see if any of them go. Got quite a few in here that I want to start thinking about moving on. This fella here, now I think he's just a very weak kahaku. You got that one that's just gone behind the step down there. People forget my pond's nearly 6 foot deep. He's gone behind the step. But yeah, that kahaku down there is going up for sale. That Benikikikuru down there is going up for sale. That is actually a Japanese koi, that one. That's from Exclusively Koi originally. Yeah, we've seen you, get out of the way. Who else? Bigger ones that are going up for sale. I am putting No Name up for sale. One of the only fish in here that's got a name. His name is No Name. He's going up for sale. The Big Golden Ghost, although a few people have said to me lately that they really don't think it's a ghost, but he's going up for sale. And the Jinmatsuba, wherever
It's normally always the one at the window, the Jin Matsuba, and today it hasn't come and said hello once. Where? Oh, there it is. Down there. Here she comes. I think it's a she. I don't know. I can't remember. I've got it all written down, but yeah. Jin Matsuba. He's going up for sale as well. And there's the Ochiba Matsuba. It's a really weird fish. It's got the colour and scales of a Jin Matsuba, like the one we've just seen, silvery grey. But yeah, it's got Ochiba patterning. Very strange fish. Oh, the Kahakus are chasing. Surely they can't be spawning. The little one that's being chased isn't even a year old yet, and the bigger one that's chasing it isn't even 2. So very strange. But yeah, if anybody is interested in any of them fish, as I say, the lady that's coming on Friday is getting first pick because she's already asked to come and have a look. She's also going to be having a look at what's in the net as well. So I've got about 15 to 20 left over from last year that need to be moved on. Not that you'll be able to see them in there because the glare this time of day is absolutely terrible. The sun's in the wrong place. But yeah, got quite a few in there. There's a couple of Ogons, a couple of Kahakus, although that 4-step Kahaku isn't going anywhere. A couple of Matsubas. There is a Benikiki-Kuryu in there. There's an Akamatsuba. Yeah, they're not all for sale. A couple of them are mine. Oh, you've got a Charatsuri. That's the one. The name went out of my head. Benigoi. Got Benigoi down there. But yeah, got a few in there. Got quite a few in there. So depending on what the lady takes away with her on Friday, whatever's left, I will try and get a video of bowling them up. I'd meant to do that video around now, to be honest. Unfortunately, every spare day I've had, we've seen a video of that. Anyway, I will get a video of them at some point. If you've seen any you like, drop me a comment, drop me an email. My email's always in my about page, and we can have a chat about it. But as I say, the lady coming on Friday is getting first pick, so if one you like in here is already gone, I'm really sorry. But to be honest, this video is not coming out till Saturday anyway, so it will already be gone. My apologies. Anyway, on that note, thanks all for watching. Like the video if you haven't already, and we will catch you all on the next one.